The Philadelphia metro real estate market has gone up 8.7% over the last year, which means it has outperformed not just the Pennsylvania average, but also the average throughout the entire country as well. I certainly have some predictions on if this growth will continue or fall flat in 2025. Stay tuned. Before we move into 2025 and what these predictions could mean for you, let's first take a look at where we're ending at in 2024. In real estate, 6 months of inventory is considered to be a balanced market, meaning if no additional homes were listed, the current inventory would take around 6 months to sell off. The total US currently has 4.2 months of inventory, the highest since 2019. Pennsylvania as a whole has 3.9 months of inventory, but the Philadelphia metro area only has 2.19 months of inventory, the highest since 2020. Although the number of homes that are on the market have risen just about everywhere throughout the US, the Philly metro area still has double the demand compared to the overall US, thanks to just the overall desirability here in this area. What all of this means for you is that there is still some demand, but nothing even close to how competitive it used to be a couple years ago. The demand that you'll personally experience here in the Philly metro area will drastically depend on the county, the town, and of course the specific home that you're looking to buy as well. But with all things real estate, these numbers really only matter at a local level because real estate is hyper local. So when we look out at a couple of different counties that make up the Philly metro area, they each have their own growth. For example, Bucks County's median sales price has increased 7.7% over the last year. Montgomery County had an increase of only 6.6%. Delaware County with a massive increase of 11.1%. Chester County is right at 6%. And of course, lastly, the city itself increased 1.9% over the last year. So although all of these counties make up the Philly metro area, you can of course see that there are different demand levels by each county. And of course, if we were to break down those counties, there would be so much different demand levels per town as well. Delaware County did experience the most growth, mostly due to the fact that commuters who need to access the city every day may not want to live in the city anymore, often choose Delaware County due to the close proximity to the city. That demand raises prices, which then often results in higher appreciation. Montgomery County is the largest county that surrounds the city and therefore has a great mix of different popular and maybe not so popular towns. The southern part of Montgomery County is also popular for those who need to commute to the city daily for work. Counties such as Bucks and Chester County are a little bit further out from the city, but we are seeing those counties continue to thrive as well because not everyone wants to live within a short commuter's distance into the city. People who are moving out of the city or out of more expensive states might want more land, more peace and quiet, while also still being only around an hour or so into Philadelphia. There are certainly new construction options in every county that we're mentioning here, but of course, Bucks and Chester County, when it comes to the growth of new construction homes and developments, up and coming towns, etc., those are the major two counties because those two counties are made up of the most land and have the most available acreage when it comes to the development of these new areas. So now let's look at 2025. Before we get into my insights locally, let's take a look and see what the expert economists are saying when it comes to the 2025 housing market. According to chief economist Lawrence Yun, the overall national number of sales was down this year and below where they thought it would be, but in 2025 and 2026, they anticipate that to turn back around due to a couple of reasons, such as of September of 2024, we had a record high payroll employment, and of course, the more people with jobs, the more national home sales. When it comes to interest rates, they're anticipating rates to hover around 5.5% to 6.5%. We certainly won't see the record low 3 to 4% rates, but of course, we will continue to shy away from the drastic 8% that we saw around the end of 2023, early 2024. The overall market in 2025 will be drastically better than what we experienced in 2024. They're anticipating a 10% growth in overall home sales in the next 2 years. And for new home sales, they anticipate to be 11% higher in 2025 and 8% higher in 2026 when it comes to the new construction total sales. So where are we heading into 2025 when it comes to the specific Philadelphia metro area? Well, when it comes to the total number of home sales, with homeowners having a record number of home equity plus interest rates declining, a lot more homeowners will not just want to sell their homes, but will actually be able to. Unlike in 2024, it really didn't make sense for them financially to sell their 3 to 4% home and buy at a 7 to 8%. Now that rates will be hovering much lower than that top 8% range, homeowners can cash in on the significant equity that they have to then trade up into their new home while still being able to put a large chunk of down payment into that new house. I anticipate that more and more people will take advantage of the counties that have a lot more space, opportunity, and growth to be able to enjoy either building their new home or being able to enjoy a home with a little more space, while more people not only continue to leave the cities, but those who also plan to make the move to the suburbs from out of other states as well. Since around 2020, we have seen a drastic growth in not just the people leaving the cities, but also the people that are leaving these higher cost states as well, to not just be able to enjoy a lower cost of living, but also to be able to enjoy some of the top rated counties in the suburbs throughout the entire country right here in the Philadelphia suburbs. When it comes to all of the different options out in the suburbs, there's every type of suburb for just about every type of environment that a buyer could be looking for. Everything from a very family-friendly, community-based suburb to a very thriving downtown environment with nightlife, entertainment, etc. I'm incredibly excited about the next few years here in the Philadelphia metro area, not just to be able to help and meet so many of you with making your move to Pennsylvania and specifically the Philly metro area, but also to be able to witness and experience all of the great things that we have coming here and all of the growth that is bound to happen in this area. Looking ahead in 2025, I'm taking this channel to the next level with even more videos, in-depth videos, new construction videos, so many different things that I truly think would be able to bring you as much value as possible. So if that sounds good, or if I have ever provided you any value at all, please consider subscribing. And when it comes time for you to make the move to this great area, please consider reaching out. All of my information is below, or you can click the link down in the description below, and I'll see you over on this next video.